for this experiment, I kind of want you to keep in mind what you've learned before about solid liquids and gases, because these three phases are going to be very important for this experiment.
Today we'll be making oobleck. The materials that you'll be needing for this experiment is cornstarch and water. We're going to need a large bowl to mix in and some measuring devices and stirring devices. The measurements or ratios for this experiment that we're going to be doing is 2 parts cornstarch per 1 part of water.
So our ratio for this experiment is 2 parts cornstarch, 1 part water. We're going to add 4 cups of cornstarch to 2 cups of water. So this will make sure that it'll make enough oobleck for you as the audience to be able to see it.
Looks like 4 cups. Pour that into the bowl.
And be fair warned, this is not at all a clean experiment, but you don't have to worry because all of these supplies are safe and non-toxic.
Okay, now I have 2 cups of water.
2 cups of water. Okay, so you're going to add this slowly.
Alright, now you're going to have to stir the oobleck together. And it gets kind of hard to do at times. So when it starts to get extremely hard to do with the spoon, you're going to have to dig in with your hands. Which looks like now.
Yes, it does. Just need to get in there and mix it really well. It's kind of difficult to mix it.
As if you can see, it's already becoming really liquidy on the top, but there's still solid chunks that you're...
Okay, so now that our oobleck is thoroughly mixed, the cornstarch and the water are mixed, you can kind of see how it acts when a force is exerted on it. And I want everyone to think about what type of phase they think this could be. Is this a solid, is this a liquid, or is this a gas?
The consistency of the oobleck kind of changes depending on what you're doing to it. Like when I'm balling it up in my hand, it kind of comes to a solid part where it can just sit there as long as I keep moving it. But as soon as I stop, it'll start running. And it'll look more like a liquid than a solid. Also, if you can see in the bottom of the bowl, if I just slowly move my hands around, it kind of moves with me. But if I do it quick, it's like I'm separating it. I'm going to demonstrate the differences between fast and slow movement on the oobleck. So I'm going to just stab my fingers really quickly. And as you can see, my fingers cannot nearly break through the surface of the oobleck. But if I slow down, then I can get it to go through the surface and all the way to the bottom. But it gets running.
So everyone can see that I have a pretty large coin here. It's larger than a quarter and I think larger than $50. So I'm going to take this coin and I'm going to put it above my head, and then I'm going to drop it onto the surface of the oobleck, and I want you to watch to see what happens. So think about when salt and water are mixed together. The salt particles dissolve into the water and become one substance. When the cornstarch and the water are mixed together, the same does not happen. Oobleck can be classified as a suspension, which means that the cornstarch particles never dissolve with the water and are instead suspended in the mixture. And that's why if you look When you feel the oobleck, it feels like a solid and a liquid at the same time because the particles are suspended. Okay, so this is what happens when you stand on the oobleck and you're not moving quickly, and the pressure, the cornstarch grains will move aside and you can sink down to the bottom. So today we use simple household materials like water and cornstarch to make a new phase called a suspension. Okay, so now after we did the coin experiment, I have this CD here. It's a lot lighter than the coin, but it has a larger surface area. So I'm going to take this CD and I'm going to drop it just like I did the coin. I want you to watch to see what happens.
Okay, maybe that was a bad example.
Yeah, that's okay. It was a good thought.
It was.
Okay, so now that we're outside on this nice sunny day, I'm going to show you about but you have solar feet.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. Unless this is already recording.
Oh, you pushed the right button to start. What do we say?
I did. Wait, does that mean it's recording?
Alright, let's take it outside. I'll take my socks off. And...
Yes!
Okay.
Should we pour more
Now
in?
we're outside. We're going to attempt to walk on top of the oobleck. And I want you to watch what happens when I walk over it.
Would you like to use my hands?
Oh, sure.
Ready? They're really cold, I apologize. Quickly. Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah. Wait, I have to do it.
Just try, can you like hop on one foot? Like, you know what I mean? Just hold my arm and just hop right there. That'd be awesome.
I can do that.
Okay. Ready?
Wait, let me try it first without. It's not working. I wish it was big enough so I could like